Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv. Welcome to today's show. Today's show is a special edition of the Kit Hoarder Stash. Say that 3 times fast. And the beginning of a build because, well, it's a pretty simple kit, but it's an old kit and it's really cool. And I picked one up. It is the old Monogram, and this one isn't the really old one. This is one of the re-releases, more recent re-releases of the Boot Hill Express. Now, I've wanted this for years and years and years, but just never been able to come across it. Now, this one is a 2012 release, and you can see on the side here how it's supposed to look. Pretty neat. And it's here with the color call outs. So let's take a look at what's in the box, which isn't a whole lot. Okay, we'll start with the Destructions, the old original box art. It talks a little bit about how it was built here, the original, your color call outs and your parts call outs. Doesn't look like there's that many parts in this box, trust me. So we start out with, and a lot of chrome plated stuff, which is going to be interesting. But we start out with the front suspension, and then building the engine, which is an old Chrysler Hemi. The exhaust, getting the engine in the frame, and then building the tires and wheels. Getting that on. Some of the other cool parts. And then the main body here. Finishing up the body, getting some of the glass in, the seats, the lamps. Looks like some of the steering. Getting your tires and wheels on. Getting the rest of the glass in, some details. And finally, the velocity stacks, those are neat. And our skeleton, which will be fun to do. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be fun. So we're going to start building it today, after we review it, and we'll finish it very soon. So here is our skeleton. Pretty neat. And parts of the cab. Parts of the body, what appears to be these lamps that go up top. Oh, look at that. Okay. Curtains here on the back. Your frame. A few pieces that have fallen off. Your top and your engine, the cowboy hat. By the way, it's got a copyright in 1967 there, the original, from the original. These interesting rims here for the hollow tires. And some of the chrome. Front wheels and some of the suspension parts, grab handles for the top. Looks like we have the instrument panel here, the gas tank, and then finally, let's see, the clear parts, which one of the lights has come off and it's in here. But the clear parts. Let's see. And our stray parts that fell off, there's a brake drum, chrome, the stand for the skeleton, one of the top lanterns, I think that's what that is, a lantern, I'm not sure what it is, and then the Boot Hill Express marker. So this should be fun. Let's get started painting it, shall we? Okay, so for the paint, I have a really nice automotive acrylic enamel gold that would look really cool. However, I'm looking at the box here, And I know what this looks like painted. So, and I want something that you guys have more access to. I mean, that Imran, yeah, none of you have access to that. Not everybody has access to a good acrylic enamel, but most guys can pick up Humbrol, and it's an enamel. So we're going to use their metallic gold, and it's not as bright and shiny as you'd want, but that's okay, I think, for what we're going to do here. And then I've got their matte black that I'm going to use for some of the parts. And I've got this gloss brown that I think I'm going to use for part of the wood, but we will see. I may go a different direction on that. But anyway, let's get the body painted. So I've gone ahead, snagged one of my Marines. I've gone ahead and primed everything with my 2X primer, as you can see. And we are ready to rock and roll on color. Okay, now I have used this recently, but you can tell it's still kind of separates, so I do need to mix it up good. And I don't have stir sticks and crap. I don't have all that fancy stuff, but I do have the end of a brush handle that I can just wipe off. So there. Now what I'm going to use to thin it, as you guys know, this is how I like to thin my enamels. Lacquer thinner that I'm running really short on. And I want my paint to be really the consistency of milk is what I'm going for. Oh, this doesn't look good. There we go. Or a little bit thinner. I'm okay with like 2% milk or even skimmed milk as far as the consistency here. Now today is warm out here in the doghouse, so I'm going to be spraying at, well, we're definitely 90 degrees outside and not a whole lot cooler in here, but at least I have my fan going. Oh yeah, we are good. We're good to go. Okay, now I'm going to start out, and I'm just going to paint the stuff that's here. Here, by the way, another 1967 date stamp on there. I'm going to go ahead and paint the stuff that is this gold. Now, even though it says it's a gloss, trust me, it's not very glossy, but that's okay for what I'm going to do. And yes, I am spraying it on the tree, and when I cut it off, I can come back and just touch those little areas up. Again, this isn't a high gloss paint. We're going to put a gloss on it later. And there, you know, to me that looks pretty close to what's on the box already. So I'm already really happy with how this is looking. I'm going to go ahead and get the other parts off camera. You've seen how I'm doing that, and we'll be back. So I'm repeating this on the inside, the Model Air. And again, this is designed to be shot through an airbrush, but it's thick enough that, well, I could easily do this with it. So Nice thing about it over the enamel is if I goof just a little bit, I can just quickly remove it. Do I have any water in there? Oh gosh, I don't even have any water in my cup. It has evaporated already. The joys of painting outside in the warm air. I think our humidity is like 17% today. So needless to say, I don't need a moisture trap with my airbrush. So I've got a little bit of this on the gold paint that I already did. It's okay because I am actually going to come back with a different gold. I don't like the body color gold for this right here, so we'll do something else later. Okay, kind of see how that's coming along. I'll finish painting the rest of that off camera. Okay guys, the time has come to do our frame. It calls for aluminum with that gold. I mean, here you can see, gold, kind of grayish aluminum. No. Not going to do that. So I said we're going to do some contrasts. Going to really liven this thing up. I'm going to take this color here because I happen to have it. I was thinking more of a burgundy or purple type of thing, but you know what? This is a better contrast to it. Monogram blue. I just happen to have some sitting around, but Ford engine blue, I mean, whatever. Nice thing is this will be flat, and I don't want this all glossy and like that. I want it to be flat or matte finish when I'm done. I know you guys think I've lost my flippin' mind. Maybe I have, but if any of you see it, please return it to the loony bin where it belongs. Okay, we'll see how this goes when we put it in.